like myself without any experience, what can we look for? How, help us?
Well, good questions, Marsha. One thing that I really want to discuss today is inclusion. Inclusion into schools, inclusion into society. As we were sort of pre-discussing, autism isn't something that is necessarily visible. It's not like a child looks different. So, they will blend in, as you correctly said. And what we as a society can really do is become more aware and more tolerant and patient. I mean, it's not difficult to realize that every single person on this earth is different in their own way. Some may have difficulties in social situations. Some may have difficulties with stubbornness. I mean, all in all, it's all different. And one thing that I think that we as a society, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, that is now waking up and becoming more aware, is that we really need to include differently abled members into our world. I mean, one thing that my kids at school do, and I say my kids because I have 11 kids, is that we will go to the grocery every week. We will go on outings every month, and that's not just for the kids to get that idea of being and operating in a different sort of realm away from school and home, but also for like the wider global society to realize that, hang on, there are people who learn differently. There are people who may take a little extra at the cashier. There are people who need a little more patience, and I think we can all do with patience. I mean, that's not hard to us.
So I coach children from age 3 to 7. I have had parents call and I've said to them, I'm not trained to deal with differently abled children. I'm not trained to deal with autistic children. Was that the wrong thing to do? Should I have included them and just coach on a more patient level? What would you suggest?
Sure.
You did the right thing. One thing, when you see a situation and you're not sure and you see a parent around, ask. Don't assume, don't come to a judgment, ask. Right? That is one thing as a parent. I mean, I would gladly explain to somebody what is wrong if you don't know what autism is. I would gladly explain to you what autism is. Right? It makes me feel good that you care enough to ask.
Right.
And not just pass judgment or pass comments. That kind of thing. And if you don't know, if you can't deal with a child with autism, tell me up front. Right?
What